coming to a close, and we've talked a lot about, the community that has been built from starting from a year ago, coming every Monday for a year and a half and basically showing up as you are. Is there anything that you'd like to say to other actors and actresses, or particularly to theater companies, that to get them more engaged in something like what is the benefit? What would be the benefits to those other theater companies and to actors and actresses to come and get this kind of support / therapy? Particularly those ones who are sort of reluctant and ignorant about it. Yes, TY, yes.
I think it's really, really helpful because, again, it's one of those things that they tell you at drama school, you should leave everything at the door, whatever that means. But the reality of it as human beings, we carry everything. We can't just let it go, whether it's in our body, in our head, we're always carrying it. So being able to have a space like this where you can take a look at those things that you're carrying, and you can let some of them go. Of course you can't let everything go, that's just it's not possible as humans, but being able to have the space to actually examine a lot of the stuff that you're going through on a weekly basis, because every week's different, and it's not always the same, and to be able to actually go through all of these long runs and to be able to show up in full or as full as you can be, you need these outlets sometimes, because even from a business perspective, if you will, this is a theatre industry. If you want your performers to be performing at the highest capacity that they can't come in with all of this tension, they can't come in with all of this stress, as easy as it can be sometimes to be like, okay, I'm acting now. You can never switch that off. The thing that's always in the background that carries over from day to day, from week to week, you can't ever switch it off. So the more you are able to, address the issues that you're facing, it just means that you're going to be able to show up better for work, as well as show up better in your everyday life. But from the theatre's perspective, to show up better for work and to be able to give the audience, the customers, the best level of service that you can. And you can only do that if you are full yourself.
Thank you, T.Y. Yeah. Toya, did you? Oh, sorry, Jude.
Do you want to go, Toya?
Oh, Jude, he's saying go.
Yeah, I think it's been great, personally. And yeah, touching on what you said, TY, from the industry side of it, it just makes sense. We have physios in the building. It makes sense to also have therapists as part of it. One of the things I do like most about this particular group as well is the disconnection between this and the building. I think it would have been a lot harder if, Charmaine, you were a part of To Kill a Mockingbird, or if you were linked with the director or the producer. I think that distance actually allows a lot of freedom, because no matter how open or free you think a space is, if there's ever any notion or feeling that something could be, I don't know, whatever, then it sort of puts up an imaginary barrier that sometimes you can't even get past. So it's great to have that disconnection. We had, I think there's how many global majority? There's 6, 7 of us overall. One of the things I like about this group as well is it's not obligatory. You don't have to be here.
Yeah.
We've had people that have been part of this and have stepped away. And that's also really warming. People have the choice to do what they want to do. I've been coming here with these other guys because it's been beneficial, and I think there isn't any other way I can sort of recommend it more by the fact that we are here today and that we have been here. It's definitely helped me to turn up and do the show. I generally cannot imagine how I would have got through these 15 months of performance without the community here. today. So yeah, I can't speak highly of it enough apart from that.
Thank you.
Can you see me? Can you hear me, Charmaine?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I thought it was frozen. Yeah, no. Just to add on to what Jude and TY said. You know, I've never done therapy before. Let alone group therapy. And at first, you know, it's one of those things. You're testing new waters, testing the things that you've not done before, and you don't realize how much you need it. You know, the simple conversations that we've had, that then the moment you start talking, sometimes you really just keep talking and just keep going on. And that's what I found myself doing, you know, during these sessions. There's an important thing that, you know, Charmaine, you said that I think I will take on moving forward no matter what, which is, it's okay, like whatever, the moment you say something is you know, something, you know, you can feel completely different the moment that has left your mouth. So, you know, what I'm saying right now, I can feel completely different or completely 180 the next time I say it. I say, actually, you know, you know, like it can switch and it's okay. That is okay. That is all valid. You know, those are the kind of things that I feel we don't, as a Black and brown community, we don't practice enough as. One, obviously, accessibility of this kind of work and the sessions is not spoken well enough about. You know, which this has been a conversation that's been had in the past, but to put into practice and to have, and I think, to be honest, the biggest thing as well is the fact that, Charmaine, you are a Black woman yourself. You know, if you were a brown person, if you're a white person, I don't think we would have had, we would feel comfortable to say half a lot, let alone a lot of the things that we have said. And just as Judith said, you know, to have the session completely away from the building, it does allow that freedom. It does allow that, you know, sense of finding your own self, trying to find and navigate yourself during, you know, dealing with such a traumatic story, and, you know, trying to also find and navigate yourself because you identify yourself in that story in this world. So it's very important work. And what's the word? Kind of care, self-care that you put onto yourself. To be able to have the sessions with my brothers, knowing that we meet in the building and we're even much stronger than the last time that we saw, is something that I've never taken for granted. And it's okay, you know, we you know, just like anything, you know, you butt heads, you disagree on things and stuff, and that's what makes us so, like, I felt so real. I can be completely myself with these guys over here. So having this session first time is something I would so recommend. Even if you try it, you know, and it's not for you, at least you've tried it. Do you know what I mean? But like I said, sometimes when you need it most is when you don't think you need it. Yeah, so it's just a very, very profound session to have.
Thank you. TY, did you want to say anything more before we close? It's just okay. Yeah, well, I want to thank you all. It just fills me with joy and with gladness that I can be, and I have been with you on this amazing journey, and really to watch from strength to strength, even from the weaknesses, you know, and your vulnerabilities, and how much you really did show up. That's my big thing. Just show up as you are, and we just start there. And I have to say, thank you for the privilege of allowing me to see you as you are. This is not always an easy thing. We have so many veils, we have so many characters, so many masks that we want to put on. But I see how you've been taking off each one almost every week. Another veil goes, another veil goes. So that I really feel that you guys and Pamela and everybody else has been such a very, very strong community of actors and actresses. And just want to say thank you. And I look forward to seeing you next week. And always take care of your precious hearts. You only have one. And I look forward to seeing you next week. And thank you so much for doing this. I'm just going to hit the recording now.